Listen, SB with the truth, it might pierce your mind. And JP hit you with reality all the time. The way to keep it all the way 100, it should be a crime. Sports, news, politics, on the show you will find. Conversation grown, opinions they not alone. Savannah be the home, they coming straight for your dome. It is what it is, gonna be what it's gonna be. You are rocking with the Sean Brown Show with JP.
What up, y'all? East Coast to the West Coast, North Dakota, all the way down to Texas. This is the Sean Brown Show on WQTS to the broadcast. It's Sean Brown here, rocking with you guys for the lunchtime hour. Hope you guys are ready to have a great time. This Space Grace on the ones and twos. JP is somewhere, but he's not here yet. APB out for Jonathan Prophet, a.k.a. JP, co-host of the Sean Brown Show with JP. It's kind of hard to be the Sean Brown Show with JP without JP. It's difficult to do.
Kind of missing half of it.
As he walks through the garage door to come into the studio, swags his way in. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the studio, Mr. Jonathan, a.k.a. JP Prophet. Please have a seat, sir. Welcome to the show. Having a good time. It's Friday in studio, having a great time. Hope you guys are ready for the lunchtime grind. We got a lot to talk about, including Isaiah Thomas signing with the Denver Nuggets. Thomas signed a 1-year, $2 million deal with the Denver Nuggets. Met with President Tim Connolly and Coach Michael Malone in Vegas the last few days. It's kind of a high-risk sign for the Nuggets, but we'll see what happens. He's still rehabbing from hip surgery, and they're expecting him to do a lot.
I said a hip to the hip. Never mind.
So Malone coached Isaiah Thomas with the Sacramento Kings in 2013 and 14. He's excited about getting him with the Nuggets now. 29 years old, averaged 28.9 points per game with the Celtics in 16 and 17. Second team NBA all season. He had a good season. After that, it was over.
Shell of his former self. Thank you, LeBron.
Thomas joined the Lakers as part of a trade deadline deal with Cleveland. He had only played 15 games and spent most of that time rehabbing. He's been rehabbing all summer long.
I wouldn't have played at all.
We'll see what happens. Any other big news in free agency, JP?
Yep.
What happened?
The NBA is going to have a season next year.
Other big moves in free agency, JP?
Oh, no. Well, Jeremy Lin is leaving Brooklyn and going to Atlanta. I don't know how that's going to work out when they draft Trae Young. Duh.
One could play the 1, one could play the 2. Should be all right.
You're an idiot. Wayne Ellington goes back to Miami.
I try. What can I say? Charles Oakley has been arrested for committing fraud in Las Vegas. Formerly in the news earlier in the year for getting into an altercation in the middle of a game at Madison Square Garden. Famous New York Knicks forward Charles Oakley in the news again.
He tried to pull back a $100 chip after he thought he was going to lose the hand. Oh, you ain't slick.
Wow.
Oh,
crazy.
Boston.
So if you're Charles Oakley, don't drop the soap, homie.
He ain't going to jail like that now.
3 minutes past the hour. It's the Sean Brown Show on WQTH to the broadcast. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. And this is the Lunchtime Grind. It's Sean Brown, JP to my right. This Space Grace on the ones and twos. You see the keys in the background. I'm holding it down tomorrow at Empire. No, not Lucius Lyons and Cookie. Empire on Ogeechee Road's having open mic night tomorrow night. It's going to be a good time. I'm controlling the sound and doing the Ebony and Ivories back there. So it's going to be fun. It's the Sean Brown Show on WQTS. We'll be back. Disgrace, take it away.
What the hell was that?
7 minutes past the hour. It's the Sean Brown Show on WQTS. Due to the broadcast, Jay with me in studio. Disgrace on the ones and twos. I'm Sean Brown. Hi, nice to meet you. Hope you guys are enjoying the lunchtime grind. And we're having a good time, man. Hope you guys are rocking with us. It's dark in here. JP, turn that light on, bro. Shine some light on us. Shine some light on the shadows. Bring lightness to the darkness.
Night and day difference.
Brother Darknesses. Thank you, sir.
God,
for your assistance.
you're welcome.
Please keep your hands and arms in the building.
How about you assist yourself right now? Thank you.
What could I do? What would I do without JP? Let's look at Major League Baseball scores from around the diamond in the majors. Scores from last night. That's right, Thursday night. Let's see what the wrap-up was. Athletics over the Astros 6-4. Rockies over the Diamondbacks 5-1. The Philadelphia Phillies beat the Baltimore Orioles 5-4. Big home run to center for Alfaro. Did you catch that one in the game?
I didn't.
It was good. Pirates over the Brewers 6-3. Red Sox beat the Blue Jays 6-4. Those New York Yankees, the guys in the pinstripes, they beat the Cleveland Indians 7-4.
That is correct.
I don't want to hear it.
You're going to hear it today, sir.
Although the Indians are 50-42 on the season.
Yep.
Not a bad record.
Try 6-31.
Hey, it is what it is. Nationals over the Mets 5-4.
Oh, sorry.
It is what it is. Twins over the Rays 5-1. The Dodgers beat the Padres 3-2, and the Angels beat the Mariners 11-2 to wrap up yesterday's action around the diamond in the majors. Tonight's big game to look out for: Yankees versus Indians, round 2 in Cleveland.
We're giving Shane Bieber that second loss tonight,
Domingo German on the mound for the Pinstripes. Mets Nationals again. Noah Syndergaard. Thor's throwing for the Mets tonight versus Tanner Rourke. Should be fun.
Y'all better win that game against a 3-11 Tanner Rourke. Y'all better win that game.
We'll see. Noah Syndergaard's 4-1 with an ERA at 3.05 coming in, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Thank you all for tuning in on all of the platforms that we air the show. Facebook Live, YouTube, speakingthemic.com, the TuneIn app, WQTSradio.com, and, of course, Facebook Live. Hi, Sonny.
Hi. Hey.
Hi, Sonny.
You bunch of...
Wow. So if you guys missed earlier shows from the week, make sure you go to our YouTube page and check out all the previous shows. If you probably missed our great church announcement segment that we did earlier this week.
That was fun.
Went for about 10 minutes. It was absolutely hilarious. You're going to want to check it out and have some fun with that. But Disgrace, you got some good news coming out off the hot off the press. What you got for us, man?
Oh, man.
You got to talk in the mic, Disgrace.
Yes.
There you go.
I know.
Is the mic on, Disgrace?
One of the things I was reading about is The
it on?
Rock talking about running for president. I wanted to bring that back up.
Who? If you smell. Dwayne Johnson. Speaking
running
about
for
The Rock,
president?
and I'm not changing the subject. We're going to get to that.
Yeah.
But I was at the ballpark the other day, and I was talking to one of the other media guys, Rex Castillo from WSAV, and I was telling her, it's crazy how kids these days, they're not going to know who Ric Flair is, this next generation.
Yeah, they will.
They're not going to know who Ric Flair is. Thanks to Migos, that's all they're going to know.
Exactly.
But I'm talking about like Ric Flair, like, woo,
Yeah,
the Nature Boy.
They won't know.
That man got a song named after him. Come on.
But they're not going to know Ric Flair like we know Ric Flair.
But the ones who want to know are going to research who Ric Flair is and who this
but
song
you're missing
is
the
patterned
point.
after. Once they do the research, they're going to know who he is.
But here's the crazy part, too. Kids these days, they're going to know who Dwayne Johnson is. In like 20 years, you're going to look at a kid and be like, yo, when The Rock was a wrestler, they're like, who?
Yeah, right.
Dwayne Johnson. Oh, yeah, Dwayne Johnson. He's cool. Yeah, it's just what it is. We're getting old.
No, we're not. You may be getting old.
I'm
not
aging
getting old.
like a fine wine. I am.
More
I'm
like milk.
losing weight. Oh, wow, really? Losing the weight, getting in shape, getting it right. But let's get back to The Rock.
Had to
Yes,
steal that
The
from
Rock
Jeff
running for
Dunham.
president.
So, yeah, he was on the Colbert Show talking about it, and I wanted to bring that up to you guys and see how you guys felt. Starting with JP, I want to hear his opinion on the possible president, The Rock.
No. We tried it
Why?
once before, having a celebrity in office, and look where that's gotten
But
us.
that's not the first time a celebrity's won the presidency.
Who? Ronald Reagan?
Ronald Reagan was
He was
an actor.
He was a movie star, and then he actually was a decent president.
Okay.
Because I think he knew a little bit something about politics.
No.
Really? You don't think he knew a little bit about politics?
As much
Maybe
as
a
the
role he
governor.
played.
He knew
Yeah.
more. He knew more than Donald Trump. Let me hear you say I'm lying.
He knew more than Donald Trump. Everybody knows more
Exactly.
than Donald Trump.
So I don't
not
like
anymore, but-
celebrities in office ruling the free world. No.
I
Give me
kinda
somebody
feel
with
that.
some knowledge. Give me
kinda
somebody
feel
that's
that.
went to school for it. Yeah.
How do you go to school to be the president? You don't go to school to be the president. You get into politics and you work your way up.
Apparently, looking at the statistics, law school will get you into the presidency.
Pretty much, yeah. Law school is at Harvard or Yale, one or the other.
But you don't go to school to be the president.
And you know who else helps? You know who else helps get to the presidency? Olivia Pope. I'll wait. It's true.
What are you doing with your life, dude?
Shonda Rhimes, Scandal, How to Get Away with Murder. I'm Married. As long as it's not Love and Hip, I cannot stand Love and Hip Hop and all those foolishness.
I love Love and Hip Hop.
Why? It's all scripted.
It's drama.
It's a
Come
women's
on.
version of WWE. You really love Love and Hip Hop.
I like why it's entertaining to me. I like it.
What is entertaining
I
about?
like scandalous drama and pettiness. I like that kind of stuff.
So watch The Real World.
No.
Is that even still
Catfish.
Yeah, is that even still on?
They're bringing a new thing out called Florida Bama. That's pretty much the same concept.
on? I really feel like we're living in the movie Idiocracy.
Jennifer Owens loves something. I don't know what it is, but her eyeballs are in the shapes of hearts right now.
Wait, what?
We got a
Oh.
love emoji there on the screen from Miss Owens.
Hey, you ever seen a girl with a ponytail that looks like the fire emoji? Sorry, I saw that on the way here.
I missed all of that.
I saw that driving here. A girl was walking down the street and her ponytail was holding on for dear life. It looked like the fire emoji. You know that?
It looked like Jess
the flame?
Hilarious when she didn't put her.
Yeah,
her
it looked
hair
like the
on.
flame emoji when you type it in.
Did you see the debut of Wild 'N Out for this season last night?
I thought it was
Last
tonight
night.
and tomorrow.
It was last night.
Oh,
It was
no.
pretty funny. 11
I was
o'clock.
asleep. I was matter of fact, I wasn't even asleep. I was cleaning the house. I was in work at 6 a.m. this morning. I have not been to sleep yet. So, no,
So
I
you
didn't see
stayed
it.
up all night cleaning
I
the
stayed up
house?
all night. If I went to sleep, I was going to be late for this meeting, and it was mandatory.
Sounds like he had a honeydew list that he didn't do.
Honeydew. No.
Jessica Prophet, he has a request that he's just giving you. Only you can
Oh,
answer
shut
that
up.
request.
The whole world
FCC,
heard
get
that.
him.
15
Get
minutes
him.
past the hours. The Sean Brown Show on WQTS to the broadcast. I'm Sean. JP to my right. Disgrace on the ones and twos to the left. Hopefully getting ready to play some music because we're going to a break. We'll be back just after this. WQTS digital broadcast in the mix, man. Having a great time. This Space Grace on the ones and twos. JP to my right, going through social media, seeing anything crazy going on. By the way, JP, have you been to McDougal's lately?
No.
During the break, we were listening to Disgrace tell us a story. He kept talking about McDougal's. We're like, what? Like in Coming to America? No, that's McDowell's.
That is correct.
Close enough.
Nowhere
Well,
near.
No.
Nowhere near. Yes, folks. For people that are wondering, looking at the videos, yeah, I did change my shirt. Tonight, Savannah Bananas are in action. I got to go to work when we get off the air. The Savannah Bananas are in action.
Huh?
The Savannah Bananas are in action.
What happened now?
Man, play the doggone.
Gee.
Tonight's matchup versus the Lexington County Blowfish happens at historic
Wait a
Grayson
minute.
Stadium.
You said blowfish. Oh, sorry.
I just
From the
missed
top.
all of that.
God, dude.
Lexington County Blowfish in the building.
Your mind is working like a dude pedaling a bicycle backwards. You're not here
It's
today.
actually a big workout. Gates open at 5:30. First pitch 7:05 at historic Grayson Stadium. It's a sold-out game. Sellout number 51 tonight in a row. Craziness. Having a great time at historic Grayson Stadium. So you guys rock with us. If you want tickets, it's sold out, but you can go to the ticket swap venues on social media, and people are trying to sell their tickets if they can't make it to the game. So by all means, go out there and try and get a ticket. Good luck. If not, watch it online with me. Portal.stretchinternet.com/CPL-bananas. That's portal.stretchinternet.com/CPL-bananas. I'll be live rocking with you guys on the broadcast all night long. Or you can go to the Savannah Bananas website, thesavannahbananas.com, and click Watch Games. And we get you squared away. You guys can hang out with me all night long at Grayson Stadium. JP, what are you doing tonight?
Working. The Crip Pub. Yeah. The
So descriptive.
Crip Pub Reloaded tonight at Elon.
I saw it on Facebook. Looks like it's going to be a good time.
Oh, yeah. My boys will be in the building with me, man. DJ G, DJ Cesar, Mad Max.
His boys.
Lit. It's my dudes, man.
See
See there? You think you funny. His boys nuts. Huh. You think you funny.
So tonight, what's the cover to get in,
Cashew-shaped
JP?
head.
Where can they find more information?
You can find more information at elonsavannah.com, or you can go on Facebook, Instagram, and I believe Snapchat, Elon Savannah.
Sounds good.
correct.
Sounds good. This looks like it's gonna be a good time. So, folks, after the Bananas game tonight, make sure you make your way hang out with JP at Elon tonight for the return of Crypt.
Yeah, we're getting drunk.
Only at Elon. It was never at Elon before, but it's at Elon tonight.
One night only, so if you miss it, you just miss it.
Ooh, sounds like fighting words.
It's your fault. I ain't been, shoot.
So let me ask the question. Beard gang has been the thing these days for the last almost year and a half. Everybody's been on this beard gang status. How long do you think beard gang is going to last? Is it time almost up for a new fad?
I think it's about time.
Or do you think it's a thing as soon as Drake cuts his off, everybody's going to be like, oh, no more beards?
Whatever. As long as James Harden is the god of beards right now. As long as he got his, I think beards will be all right.
All right, we'll see.
And James Harden is hiding 3 people in his beard right now. There's 3 villagers with water on top
So
of
you
their
think
head
that's all
inside
his, or he's
beard
got
right
some of that's weave?
now. That's all his. That's all his. That's definitely all his.
For the guys out there that just can't grow beards, the one thing we don't want you to do is go buy weave and get a sew-in beard. That's what is wrong with you today?
Come on, man. Go ahead, man. I ain't say nothing.
You just turned and looked at me with the craziest look. Like, look, drugs are bad for you, JP.
Oh, wouldn't you know?
Drugs
You're
are
a
bad,
perfect
okay?
example.
Shouldn't do drugs.
Drugs are bad, okay?
No, it's if you can't grow a beard, folks, let's be honest. Don't try. Don't go get a sew-in. I have a beard, JP. My beard grows in just fine, as folks can see on the broadcast. Look, it's growing in just fine. I have a small patch that grows in. Everybody has patches. It takes time.
Your beard looks like a waterfall with that white hair in it.
It's called wisdom, sir.
Really?
Yes, gray hair is called wisdom.
Whoa.
What do you call gray hair, JP?
Old.
A
You're
reason
older
for
than
Just
me.
for Men.
Yes.
Oh, there's no way I'm ever putting just for men on my beard.
Forhims.com.
I'll cut my beard off before I put just for men in it. Easily.
You'll cut your beard off before you put Just for Men in it?
Yeah, I'm not putting paint in my. I'm not putting paint in my hair.
It's like,
Who would
not
do
either.
Who would do such a thing like that?
Oh. I know someone in particular.
Shouts out to the New Identity Barbering Studios, Angel and Gio out there holding it down, doing big things. No, we're not talking about Angel Batista. Why would we do such a thing?
Angel, you got to fix these grays.
There's no play for that gray.
That gray hair is putting you in a rocking chair.
Oh, see. Now I might get this thing cut off today. I haven't decided yet.
You gonna cut the beard off?
I might cut it off today.
Man, cut it all the way off.
Since I'm losing weight, just go ahead and cut it. What?
But I knew that was coming in there.
Well, no, I
somewhere.
want to be able to see. I want to see what it looked like with a not dry face, with the shaved face. See if I look skinnier.
With
Compare the
baby
pictures.
face.
Well, I was gonna leave my goatee, like I always had. I've always had a goatee. Even when we first met, I had a goatee.
The tickler.
Wow.
See,
Good job.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
We're just gonna let that ride where it is. We'll talk about that in the church announcements.
Just be
next
glad,
week.
ladies and gentlemen, that he's off screen right now.
We'll talk about the tickler in the church announcements next week.
Oh, no? No, sir. No.
Deacon Johnson said, "Please pass the tickler in the plate next time."
Oh, God.
Man, we're having a good time in studios. WQTX to the broadcast, rocking with us on the Sean Brown Show with JP. Sean here, JP over there, Disgrace on the other side. Sunny and hot and humid
Stupid hot.
in Savannah, Georgia. It's so hot that you just got to go to the beach, put your feet in the water, just your toes, because there's jellyfish. So you got to put the toes and just in the surf. Are there not jellyfish in Tybee Island?
Yes.
All right.
Well, you just go to the pool for all that.
Right?
You got to find a pool. We got one in my neighborhood, but it's so small I wouldn't get in there. All the kids that have jumped in the pool already.
Pee-pee.
Mama, the water's purple.
Oh, man.
Why do my eyes burn?
Well, no, it's good if your eyes burn. If your eyes burn,
I
it means
smell
there's
like
chlorine
poop.
in the water. Chlorine is what burns your eyes, not urine.
Mama, I
See,
smell
I've
like
heard it the other way.
I used to be a lifeguard.
Yeah.
I used to put the chemicals
This man
in the
has
pool.
done everything, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
have. I'm
The only
partial.
thing he hasn't done is pastor a church.
Don't know. No.
No.
And I rebuke that in the
It's on the
name
way.
of.
It's on the way, ladies
I
and gentlemen.
rebuke that in the name.
Let him use
Negative. Let him use someone else and I'll play the piano.
Ah!
Oh, yes.
That's why I go to John Church and have communion and walk out drunk.
No.
For real.
No. We don't take communion with Goldschlager.
Crown apple.
No, we
Or
wouldn't.
that fine wine like you ate that you aged like.
Wine is okay. Wine is actually good for you. A glass
Wine
of wine
is
a day
very healthy.
is
Yes,
good
it
for
is.
you. I haven't had a glass of wine in a long time, but it's very good for you. I need to have one.
Go
Glass of
ahead.
wine.
Go ahead back there in the
I have to go to work today, so I can't partake
yeah.
before I go to
Go
work.
ahead back there in the vestibule back there and get you a glass of wine.
Not the vestibule.
Yeah, man.
See, I would keep it right under the altar. That way it's holy. What? You said the vestibule, so I assume we're still talking church and pastoring.
So
Holy golden grain.
right.
And I don't know, but I wouldn't be golden
Holy
grain.
Pinot Grigio.
It would be like Maker's Mark or something like that. What?
Don't insult
Good
the
Lord.
church.
What?
At least get like some Jack Daniels or something. Maker's Mark?
Are we talking about wine?
Yeah, I mean,
But Maker's Mark in a wine?
Oh, Maker's Mark's not. See, that's how
That's
long
a
it's been. Since
whiskey,
That's
dude.
how long it's been since I've had alcohol.
Holy smoke.
All I used to drink was
thirsty.
Single Barrel Crown. So I mean, not Crown, but Jack.
Jeez.
So yeah, I haven't had a drink in almost 6 months now.
Ladies and gentlemen, the host of this show thinks Maker's Mark is a wine.
No, I made a mistake, folks. I
Something
apologize.
is right here.
I apologize. I did not have sexual
Please
relations
double
with that
check your
woman.
sources of this show.
It is what it is. Sorry. Speaking of Mike.com, up and live and taking bookings right now for any activities that you guys have going on. If you DJ, believe me, we've got plenty of sound that can cover any event that you have. We have a subwoofer in here that's literally as big as our studio station. It's huge.
This piano is literally being held up by speakers.
Yes. Yeah, just way to show I'm being cheap. Thank you, Disgrace. Appreciate that.
We have speakers everywhere.
Way to show me being thrifty. It was just,
No
we do have speakers under the studio
No
too.
keyboard stand.
No, I have a keyboard stand. I just needed more space,
That's like
and I
bringing-
need Facebook to start working.
That's the
My-
equivalent
my
of
desk
bringing the
is a speaker.
casket into church with Kroger shopping carts. No.
I'm not going there. I'm not leaving that one alone. I'm not leaving that one. We're going to take a break. We'll be back. 30 minutes past the hour.
You don't know what you want to do, sir.
I don't know. I'm lost. Bananas game tonight. We'll
Make
be
sure
back.
you go to the store and get your Maker's Mark wine, ladies and gentlemen.
If you could find it, let me know. WQTS Digital Broadcast live in the mix. Disgrace on the ones and twos. I'm sorry, let me say it the right way. Disc. JP, wake up, JP.
The final frontier.
Disc Space Grace on the ones and twos, holding it down, man. His name is actually Disc Grace, but there's a space in between, and people always mix it up and say, "Oh, Disc Grace, DJ Disc Grace." No, it's Disc with a space, Grace.
So why don't we just say Disc Grace?
That's typically how I describe it.
It's too much dead air.
Right.
Speaking of dead air, Facebook is not our friend
Speaking
today.
of dead air, my stomach hurt, man. God, dog. Somebody help me, please.
All right, so this just came out, and I want to know your opinion, JP. 2-on-2. 2-on-2 wins. Michael Jordan and Steph Curry versus Kyrie Irving and Kobe Bryant. Who wins?
Nobody.
The whole world loses?
Really?
No, nobody wins.
How so? Someone's got to win.
They play at the park 2-on-2. They go to 32. No straight up. Deuces in half. But they deuce in half so many times to where they're just like, forget it.
Okay, so if they were playing the 7 or playing to 11 by ones. This is a brain burner right here.
Half of 10.
It's not win by
That's
2.
That's too.
Straight
that's
up.
That's too even. I don't know. That's too even.
Is it?
Yes. Come on, man.
So is Steph Curry not?
Kobe
better than,
and Jordan are essentially one in the same.
But
are you serious?
Is Curry not better than Kyrie Irving?
As far as what? Shooting? Yes.
Scoring? Okay. So
Ball handling?
Why wouldn't Steph Curry and Jordan beat Kyrie Irving?
First of all,
and Kobe?
Kyrie Irving's defense is way better than Steph Curry's.
Okay.
His ball handling is way better than Steph Curry's.
Okay.
The only thing Steph Curry really has on him is shooting. And
Okay.
I think Kyrie Irving's defense is better than Steph Curry's. So if I had to choose, probably Kyrie and Kobe.
Okay. Drew, what you think? Because I'm gonna let you think about it. I see you thinking.
Yeah.
Because to me, Jordan is like Chuck Norris.
I can see that,
He's invincible.
and that kind of goes towards the way I'm leaning. Like,
But
JP
Mike's gonna take
said
all the shots though.
that
That's the thing.
Curry's got the shots, but I think
Well, here's the thing to think about though. Michael Jordan's gonna take all the shots for that team.
Not if you got Steph Curry on your team. No, absolutely not.
Remember Michael Jordan? Michael Jordan was honestly, realistically, a ball, but he was an effective ball hawk.
I'm about to say, yeah, you hit about 60% of your shots. Hey,
I mean, yeah, his
Michael Jordan
he
never
was effective, but
Michael Jordan never had a shooter like Steph Curry.
I feel like Steph Curry would be mature enough to pass it when needed to.
I don't know though.
Especially if it's Michael Jordan.
Now, see,
Yeah.
that's the discussion though, because if you put Steve Kerr in today's NBA, yeah, you get Steph Curry. To be honest,
No,
less ball handling. I'm talking about straight up shooting.
Maybe, but the range isn't the same.
But
Steph Curry can shoot from about 35
Steve
feet.
Kerr was just as lethal though.
Yeah, from close to at the line. I'm not giving. If Steve Curry wants to shoot from 35 feet, I'm giving it to him. If Steph Curry wants to shoot from 35 feet, I'm putting a hand in his face.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. How many half court shots did Steph Curry hit 2 years ago? Like 8, 9.
True.
Come on, man.
And then so there's
and it was-
nobody else on that Bulls roster that Michael Jordan played with that has just as an effective jump shot as Steph Curry.
What year?
Any year. Steve Kerr was the best shooter he had.
No, I'll take that back. I won't say that.
Okay. Who?
John Paxson, 91 and 93.
Okay. I could see that.
And plus, John Paxson and Steve Kerr did hit shots for them to win championships, but John Paxson was a shooter, bro. And plus, not to mention Craig Hodges from '89. Tony Kukoc was a big. I don't know if you want to really put him in a shooter's
Tony
category.
Kukoc had the jump shot. He was one of the first stretch fours, to be realistic.
Yeah, honestly. Well, yeah, stretch 4, yeah.
Because right after him was Robert Horry. Big Shot Bob.
Well, Big Shot Bob started as a 3 in Houston.
Yeah, but he transitioned to 4.
He transitioned sooner or later.
And then he became Big Shot Bob.
What are we talking about again?
Speaking of Big Shot Bobs, check this out. Football season's right around the corner. Savannah State football is in
I can't
action.
wait.
Look at the teams that are coming to Savannah this year. FAMU, Bethune-Cookman, all coming to Savannah this year. You know what that means?
A lot of
Some
noise.
great band matchups as long as the bands travel. Some great – we go to FAMU, I'm sorry. Bethune comes here this year. That should be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
The Wildcat Band is probably one of the most popular bands across the country. And the very next day after they're here in Savannah is the March Madness Battle of the Bands. You put 2 and 2 together.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's
got
going
you.
down. It's going down.
I see what
Football
you're doing
plays
out here.
at Miami, open, and UAB Birmingham to open up the season. They're there first, then they go to Miami. So 2 big money games, obviously, because it's Savannah State. And then they get into MEAC scheduling, and it's going to be a good season this year.
Man, I see what you're doing out here.
It's going to be a good season.
Alabama, Birmingham.
Yeah, UAB.
I see what you're doing out here.
Well, I mean, Savannah State's football team is ready to turn the corner. They're right there. I think last year's football squad would have been a lot. I mean, they were decent. They weren't 500, but they were decent. They won 3 of the last 4. They would have been a lot more dangerous
They ended the season on an extreme.
on quarterback.
Yeah, man.
True freshman quarterback, because your starting quarterback, who everyone had high hopes for, got hurt in the first game of the season. If I'm the head coach of Savannah State, I'm not playing T.J. Bell in Miami or UAB. Somebody's going to burn a shirt.
Somebody's going to burn a shirt.
A red shirt's going to have to lose eligibility. Yeah.
Hey, look. If that quarterback can give you 3 out of 4 wins at the end of the season, at least 3 out of 4 wins at the end of the season is a come up. So you have something to look forward to next season. At least you have somebody on that sideline that
you
can
got
throw
a
the
backup,
ball.
yeah. So I would put Devon Gibbons.
This is the same scenario as Georgia. Georgia's starting quarterback gets hurt. They bring somebody off the bench, take them to the national championship.
Yeah, they got a battle for the quarterback spot, though. They really do, even with the broken hand.
Who?
Fromm.
No, he's good.
Fromm has a broken.
It's not on his. Yeah, but it's not on his throwing
broken
hand.
left hand. He still got a broken hand.
But it's not on his throwing hand. That makes the effect less than what it would have been if it was his throwing hand.
We reported on this earlier this week. It's still, I mean, I get it. It's not his throwing hand, but he still has a broken hand regardless. You still got to sometimes put 2 hands on the ball as a quarterback. Hike, 3-step drop, brace hand.
I think they got reps and stuff for that.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, look at LeBron James after the NBA Finals.
Just being stubborn. No, yeah, real. Good league.
He had a WWE style rap. Speaking of WWE style rap, did you see Brock Lesnar will be challenging Daniel Cormier for the UFC Heavyweight Championship?
One of these things got to go.
I think we're going to see a situation of Brock Lesnar carrying both the UFC. If he can beat Cormier, he'll carry both the UFC Championship and the WWE Universal Championship.
Him getting dragged by Cormier. Did you
So
see
do
his
I.
last fight?
Well, did you see the matchup? Cormier called him into the ring after he won.
Look, if I'm Brock Lesnar, I'm going straight to UFC. I have way worn out my welcome in WWE.
Well, I think they want to put both straps on because WWE just signed a huge deal with Fox for SmackDown. So you want to it kind of kills 2 birds with 1 stone.
Why don't you get somebody?
It's a business move.
Why don't you get somebody more profitable? Say a.
But why not have somebody who's in both realms? Or you talking like Ronda? Well, no, but Brock's still active in UFC. You could have did Ronda. You have Ronda. You got the 4 horsewomen.
Ronda.
The 4 horsewomen are coming up through the ranks in WWE too. So
I wasn't talking about Ronda.
that was in MMA. Who? Lastly,
I was talking about a guy with the last name of Brooks.
who was terrible in UFC.
Still in there.
Terrible.
Did you see the ratings for his first fight in UFC?
Because everybody wanted to see what he could do.
Exactly.
He got destroyed. Why would you?
What you expect?
Well, you're missing my point here. Lesnar is a former UFC champion going for a championship bout. So when he goes to the ring, he's going to have Triple H behind him carrying the Universal Championship from WWE.
What?
If he wins, then he has both titles.
He's got Triple H carrying the championship with him?
Triple H was in his corner last match.
Good gracious.
You didn't see that?
No. I don't like Brock Lesnar. I don't like him at all.
I like the suit, though.
He's an overrated wrestler.
He's an overrated UFC fighter, too, to be honest.
I'd rather be an overrated UFC fighter than an overrated wrestler.
Do we just say Roman
Because
Reigns
when
is
I'm
overrated?
when I'm 6'8", close to 300 and something pounds, you're not gonna toss me around very easily
Touche.
in real life.
Touche. Wait, who did he toss around? Strowman? He hasn't tossed any of the big guys around that are his
See, this
size.
is why
He hasn't tossed
this is why I
around.
don't watch wrestling like that anymore. I mean, I'm still a fan, so to speak. But anytime you have a dude on your roster that pulls down stages, throws people off ladders, and
Flips
you still
trucks.
and flips trucks, and you still haven't put the belt on him, dude, that's lame.
Well, what
That's
I don't
lame.
understand is they put a belt on him. They put the
I don't know that
greatest
don't
battle
count.
royal, but it's
That
not
don't
even a
count.
real belt.
That don't count.
But he has
don't
Money in the
count.
Bank. WrestleMania.
Yeah, that better. Yeah, he better win it. If he, bro, I promise you, if he cashes in and doesn't win, I am forsaking WWE forever.
But see, I think they're gonna put
Forever.
it on. They're gonna put it on Roman Reigns.
no.
You know
Reigns
they're
has
gonna-
had it. He's had it 3 times. It's time for
telling you.
something. Time for something new.
They're building it back up to Roman Reigns because the Shield fell apart when Ambrose got. So
Who gets the bigger pop, Roman Reigns or Braun Strowman?
Strowman all day?
Exactly.
But
Thank you.
You got to look at who McMahon is high on right now.
It doesn't matter who McMahon is high on. Who's paying the tickets to come see the shows? It ain't McMahon. It's the people. And if the people are high on Strowman, why are you not pushing this man to a championship? The push began with Money in the Bank. So he has an automatic title shot whenever he wants it. Put the strap on Strowman. Let him try to carry your company. If it doesn't work, take the strap off of him and go about your business.
They're going to make money regardless. So Justin, breaking news just coming out from the White House. The Mueller probe has issued new indictments. Really?
We love you, JP.
Dude, anything politics right now, I'm making a joke out of it, dude. Seriously.
Hold on, scoot up a little bit. You're ripping on my keyboard back
here. It does
here.
it on its own.
New indictments have come out.
Politics make their own jokes.
Oh, yeah, true.
Trying to pull these indictments up.
Pull. Throw.
Jeez. Fishing.
Reel them in.
So we're gonna come back to that when I can get it pulled up. Looking forward to some other things. 45 minutes past the hour. WQTH to the broadcast. Disgrace on the ones and twos. We'll be back. WQTH Digital Broadcast. Shouts out to everybody tuning in. Appreciate you guys rocking with us on the Lunchtime Grind. This is the Sean Brown Show. JP to my right, holding it down in the studio. We're having a good time. I'm Sean Brown. Thank you all for tuning in and rocking with WQTH Digital Broadcast. We were talking about the Russia probe that's still going on.
Probe.
Mueller has indicted 12 Russians for hacking in the Democratic National Convention elections, which was between Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders.
Bernie
I
Trump.
almost said
Bernie Trump. Who's that?
But the election between Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders, and now they're saying was tampered.
So they were hacking.
12 counts, was it?
12 individuals have been indicted.
So they were hacking the probe?
They hacked the election results and stuff.
You're not getting JP off that probe.
So essentially what happened is...
Whoa.
Essentially what's happened is they're saying that they had a hand in swaying the numbers for the elections. So technically, Bernie Sanders possibly could have actually won.
Wait a minute.
Which that's what everybody's saying.
In all fairness,
No,
I don't
Bernie,
think
Hillary Clinton the nomination.
much support. He had
She
a
won the popular
majority, but
vote.
not a majority to win.
I think, and I'll say this though, I think if Bernie Sanders runs in 2020, he wins.
Yeah, he'll win.
No.
He'll win.
Who's going to take him out? Well, who's going to beat him? Sorry.
Anyone that opens an economics book.
Touche. Well, I'm not expecting.
Anyone.
I'm not expecting a re-election to happen. I'll say that. But I'm curious. I don't think we're going to see Hillary Clinton. I cannot.
Dude, what is wrong with you?
They were friends for the longest time before the
They
before
weren't
the election.
married though. Hillary Trump, brother and sister face.
These sound like good video game mashups for a fighting game.
Celebrity deathmatch.
So check this out. Stormy Daniels gets arrested.
Oh God! Did you hear why?
No, tell us why.
Oh my goodness!
Are you serious?
Stormy Daniels, famous for the Donald Trump affair.
That ain't the only thing.
Have you
she's
seen
famous
Stormy
for.
Daniels?
Yeah,
I mean, she's not exactly.
I've seen Stormy.
knockout.
I've seen Stormy Daniels.
Why did she get arrested, Drew?
From what I've been reading, she put a female police officer's head between her parts and slapped her in the face with them. The
Sweet.
assault charge
So she
from the
forced a
article.
police officer to motorboat her, essentially.
Yes, essentially. Yeah, I didn't know the
She had to have been
proper way
drunk.
to phrase that.
She had to have been drunk.
And got arrested for assault.
Yep,
She had to have been drunk, or that police officer was just like,
wasn't having
ew.
it.
That's wow. Different. It's a different way to get arrested.
If I was single, I get motorboated by Stormy Daniels. I think I would. After about 4 or 5 shots of Crown Apple, yeah, why not?
I don't.
You
think,
don't want Maker's Mark?
No. It's nasty
I
wine.
don't think the officer responding was expecting that, though. Now,
Do you think the officer even knew that was Stormy Daniels before pulling her ID?
That is a possibility because
question.
I'm
That's
sure
a
her
good
name is
question.
not actually Stormy Daniels.
Right.
Right.
Maybe it's like Daniel Stormy.
So
Daniel Brian Daniels. Come on. Yeah. It's there.
no.
No, you were saying
No.
JP. Go ahead.
No, I mean that could be a legitimate point because her real name is not Stormy Daniels. That's of course her entertainer name. But when you look at that ID and you see the person's real name, you're not thinking that you're standing in front of
Especially a female officer.
Right. You're not thinking you're standing the woman that's been in the news for like the last 5 or 6 months.
So do you think if it was a male officer, it would have happened?
Oh, if this was a male officer, we wouldn't even be talking about this story.
True.
Not at all. Dude, no,
Now I haven't verified, but I have seen another
Now-
article that says that the charges have been dropped.
Right.
So
Because she probably found out that who this person was.
I think it might have been an overreaction in the scenario, but I also
yeah,
don't
but
know
why
the
would
details.
you motor a police officer?
Drunk?
Okay, well, I can't remember. Was it in a strip club or anything like that?
I don't remember.
She could have thought it was another employee dressed up as.
That's right. She was working. She was in a
Yeah.
strip club. You're right. So she was working. So if you're a police officer in a strip club, then yeah, you get what you get. Sorry. And a strip club in Ohio at that.
No.
Yeah.
What? What? Are you okay? Are you choking on peanuts?
No.
What's up?
So this police officer is in a strip club where Stormy Daniels is working? You have no authority to sit there and try to press charges. You're in a strip club. I can understand if you were at the Food Mart or Kroger or you were at the gas station.
Can you
but you're
imagine
in-
somebody getting motivated at Kroger?
Come on, right?
Sitting at the wine bar.
Can I have
right there in the produce
Can
section.
I have a slice of
Melons,
turkey, please? And
melons. Melons.
God.
I'd like 2 cantaloupes, please. You're in a strip club.
she went right
That
back to
is
another club the very next night.
Did she?
Stormy Daniels did. Yep.
Look at her.
This is
Never
an old
mind.
pi-
I'm
this
not
is
even
This is
asking
an
you,
old
dude.
picture, sir.
I'm not even asking you.
Oh no, this is from May. She just looks different in here. I'll have to show you what I'm talking about.
2 months of
JP.
politics have worn her down, huh?
You saw what it did to Obama's head.
Oh, jeez.
Good Lord. That joker went from
I mean, have you seen
Did
the before
Obama
and
went from
after?
Denzel to Morgan Freeman?
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, true story.
I'm just saying. I want to see what Morgan Freeman's high school graduation photo looked like.
Morgan Freeman at 32 looks like he does now.
Really?
Yes.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Because I remember Robin Hood, Den of Thieves. Morgan Freeman looked just like he did in Bruce Almighty.
But Morgan Freeman is the king of voiceovers. He'll never not have a job.
Yes, never.
True.
You can always find Morgan Freeman.
That's pretty good, actually. that was pretty,
I am a vocal talent.
You had
I'm just
my
saying.
attention.
that was pretty good. I'll give you that one. That's pretty good.
I do what I do. What can I say? I need to have some fun with some voiceovers on the during our broadcast.
Oh,
with
but
the Bananas
speaking
game
of
tonight.
voiceovers, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not doing anything in the next 5 to 10 minutes after we go off the air, please go look up my homeboy Tony Baker Comedy on YouTube, Instagram, I believe Facebook. This is probably the funniest voiceover guy in the business.
Is
right
he
now.
now? Is he a voiceover guy or does he do impressions?
He's a voiceover guy. This guy does not need to do impressions. I mean, he's been on, if you know what All Digital is, he's been on Roast Me. He does his own comedy skits and stuff like that. But this guy's voiceovers are hilarious. Hilarious. Like, if I was to pull this voiceover that I saw when I was at work, I had to stop working and, like, stop what I was doing because I was in tears. I couldn't even work for laughing so hard. And I showed it to everybody else, and they started laughing. And, yeah, Tony Baker
So
Comedy.
nothing got done in the detail shop today is what you're trying to tell us.
He's
Well,
warning his
I've
boss.
been in there
yeah.
since 6 a.m.
Brandon?
Look at
Oh,
Get your back.
you know what? That reminds me. You know, we were giving JP a hard time earlier in the week about his racing stripe
Oh gosh.
on his
How's that going?
black
It wasn't
Toyota
a racing
Camry.
stripe. It was a pinstripe.
He meant pinstripe.
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 Big difference between a racing stripe
Racing
and a
stripe
pinstripe.
Racing stripe goes right up the middle.
A
That's not
racing
what I'm
stripe's
talking
a
about.
huge block of paint going
Right.
down your car.
No, first of all, if you're smart, you get it in vinyl.
That's, either way.
It's still
But
a,
no, it's not the thing that
a different
goes,
color going down the
It's
middle
not
of
the
the car.
stripe that goes up the middle of the car. It's the stripe that goes sides. Pinstripes.
Way to
So-
make your car look 30 years older.
Yeah.
When Grandpa had pinstripes on his Cadillac.
He also had pinstripes on his suit. Stupid.
So do the Yankees. Are you trying to say the Yankees are stupid
Whatever.
too?
Look, Yankee pinstripes are legendary. You know who else made pinstripes legendary? Conor McGregor.
Yes. Conor McGregor is the king of pinstripes right now.
Dude, we
Yeah,
are all over
yeah.
the place today.
It,
That's
from
good.
you know why we're
we
all over
went
the
from
place?
pinstripes on the Camry to pinstripes on the Yankees to pinstripes
And
on
here's why.
Conor McGregor.
Here's why. It's Friday the 13th. We can't
Mm-hmm.
figure out why everything is just going crazy. We're everywhere today.
No, you're normally like that.
Speaking
Sean.
of Conor McGregor, I'm hoping to see this Conor Mayweather fight in the UFC octagon.
I
Part two?
really hope that doesn't
Yeah.
happen.
Why?
It's going to happen.
For the benefit of those with flash photography, who wants to see murder on their pictures?
The murder.
Yes, murder.
Mayweather's going
Which
to take
way?
his first loss to Conor McGregor. That's all I'm going to say.
I
it
think it
wouldn't even
humbling
count.
experience.
It wouldn't even count.
Humbling
It's not
isn't the word. Humiliating. He might make it.
No,
I don't
murder.
think so, because I think after the last match that they had, they handled it very well, very professionally, everything about it.
But you see
Yeah,
how
but
much
even-
Conor was out of his element?
No, not even that. Conor was not in shape for boxing.
Right.
He put on all that extra weight.
Out
If
of his
Conor,
element.
Conor held his own. Let's be honest
Yeah.
now. In that matchup between Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather, I bought it. I paid all that money for it.
Until about the fourth
Conor,
round.
Conor
Fourth,
Mc-
fifth round.
he was out of shape. He wasn't in shape. He
Yeah.
didn't have the cardio strength
Yeah,
to
he
go.
doesn't have that stamina.
Had he had the stamina to go, that would have been a 12-round fight.
That's the only way that fight is gonna be even if it's in boxing rings. In UFC, Mayweather doesn't have a chance.
Well, I think the thing now is Conor McGregor knows what he has to do now. I think he can get in a boxing ring and still go toe-to-toe.
Possibly.
It's
he has
just
to be he has to be in shape. For it.
McGregor may be the real balance.
he might be that one.
Yeah.
That one in 21 or 22 or 50. I don't know. It's a WWE reference. You're
Somebody-
not supposed to make it obvious, JP, that I'm
Jesus, take the wheel
Oh,
and drive till you run out of gas. I'm so
58 minutes
I'm so
past the
sleepy.
hour. It's the
Is this over
WQCS,
yet?
and it's the Sean Brown Show.
I
We're going to
gotta
get
lay
JP
down.
a Red Bull and
No, this coffee, I'm crashing right now. I had
That's
two.
why you drink sugar-free Red Bulls,
I
sir.
had 2 double shot Starbucks on the way to work.
That
and
was
now
your fault.
I am crashing.
You should have drank a 20-ounce sugar-free Red Bull, and you would have still been up. Or go get a Bulletproof.
Bulletproof.
Natural, all fruit juices, and it's just as strong as Red Bull with less of the Red Bull stuff in it.
Less taurine.
Yeah. So
Where you get that?
they sell them all over the city of Savannah, actually. The closest one that sells Bulletproof is off of Eisenhower, off of Truman. That gas station right there on the right when you get off. So check it out. Check it out. Definitely. 59 minutes past the hour. Appreciate you guys rocking with us this week. We'll be back on Monday. Enjoy your weekend. Check out JP tonight at Crypt.
No. It's Elon.
Tonight it's officially Crypt, but
Crypt
it's called
Pub
Elon.
Reloaded.
I was getting there.
Thank you.
Jesus.
Get it right, man.
I'll be out at the open mic tomorrow night at Empire. No Lucius Lyons, no Cookie, no Jamal, no Hakeem.
You might get some cookies if you sing good, though.
We'll see you guys on Monday.
Listen, SB with the truth, it might piss your mind. It's JP, it's reality all the time. The way to keep it all the way 100, it should be a crime.
Oh, I love Serato equipment.
Savannah be the home, they coming straight for your dough. It is what it is, gonna be what it's gonna be. You are rocking with the Sean Brown Show with JP.
It's gonna be what it's gonna be. You are rocking.